Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Functioning Chat. Let's go ahead and get started. New intros, had to change them. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming into Sunday Functioning Chat. I see everybody starting to pop in now all of a sudden. I have two special guests. I would like to bring them up. We'll bring up Angela first because she's ready. How are you? You're muted, though.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to be polite. I'm so used to game night where, it's serious. We got to be quiet. We got
to keep our mouths quiet.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
Good. I'm glad you joined us. I'm actually glad you decided to join us for what we're going to discuss. So we'll get into that in a second.
Yes.
And I guess we'll bring Michelle up because I think she's all done now. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Tony. Thank you.
I didn't hear a word you said up before. Hello, Tony. Thank you.
I was just sitting there laughing. I love that countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've been trying to figure out how I can utilize that in a video. I just love the old-fashioned, everything.
Yep. I like. Well, here, since you brought it up, and I'll waste a minute. Here's what's coming Thursday night.
Down in Louisiana, where the tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa want to save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she.
So that's my
very Randy song there that you have.
That is my Thursday night intro, and I've got to play one more. Sorry, bear with me for 45 seconds. Here's the new Tuesday night.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I felt it was time for a change. And so I thought, well, I want to make them streamlined, but I don't want it to be exactly same every one of them because it became boring to have the same exact intro every single time. So the one for Sunday, though, was a little slow for me. And then at the very end, it beats up and it's like, I'm not sure if I like that or not, but we'll figure it out.
It's like going for a Sunday drive.
It's kind of what it feels like. Yeah. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody because we got an hour, well, less than an hour now, packed full of information we want to get out there. Okay. So I want to say hello to the Inquisitive Farm Wife for joining us in chat. Thank you.
Yes.
I want to say hello and thank you.
sharing out, not being rude. So everybody else can do the same. So let's share out on our community tabs.
I got to remember to do that when I go into a live because I always forget to do that. And it's like it's a tool for free that I can use. Why don't I use it?
Yes.
I am not good at the community tab with my phone. I'm not good at it.
Phone, I can't even access it. But if I'm at the computer, I can. So
now you're asking me to multitask.
No, Angela's asking you to multitask.
Angela, could you just pop over here to the Big Valley and do that for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
So I want to say hello and thank you to Michelle from Big Valley Living for joining us in the chat as well. We have Rhonda, Mimi's Dishes. I hope you're feeling well, my friend. I know you're going through some things, so I hope you're feeling better. Nanny Tam's in with us. Nanny Tam saying hi to everybody.
She's the sweetest.
So, well, if you're here for the Sunday functioning chat, Nanny Tam, you're in the right place. So,
I think it was the new intro.
It probably threw her off.
Very exciting.
Yes.
She could also be. I'm going to be going live after this.
Right.
And she follows me pretty good on my channel. So maybe she's just hanging out. Yeah.
Yes. She's been a great supporter of ours lately at Kettle Kitchen. So thank you very much.
She's awesome.
Oh yeah.
She supports a lot of the YouTube world.
Yeah. And Rhonda has been for a while.
Absolutely.
Dishes, so thank you for coming in. So here we go. And Angela has to skirt out about 15 minutes to the hour. So we're going to try to get through what we can. And then there are some things that we want to talk about. We'll do afterwards. One thing I do not want to wait on, I don't know if everybody knows it or not, but Barb from Barb's Country Home is going through a medical issue right now. Please go check out Yogi Hollow Farms or my community tab. I'm not sure who else has it out. It will explain what's going on. Lots of thoughts and prayers and whatevers would be greatly appreciated by her and her family right now. So please keep that in mind. Anybody else you guys know about? No? Okay.
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. In conjunction with that, we have a lot of channel friends who are traveling back from Pinecone Fest and other places. So please put those thoughts out there for them as well. And hopefully they have a safe travel. So there you go. Okay. So we've done this before on Sunday Functioning Chat. I am putting the pen down or I'm going to start clicking it. I already know that. It's funny. When I do my Thursday night interview, somebody, I can't remember who it was, kept saying, it's going fine, except for that insatious clicking you keep doing. And I know. Oh my Lord. So I moved to wooden pencils on Thursday night so I don't sit there and click. Michelle, you can laugh. It's okay.
I like a good click.
Yeah, but when I'm doing it for a whole hour.
I have never noticed.
Thursday nights I do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, I guess I just gave myself up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on my computer and I'm trying to share it out. This is how challenged I am. JJ is my sharer of community info.
Okay. Angela, would you kindly walk your friends how to share it out?
I'm in studio.
You have to go to your community tab.
Just go to your community tab. I get on my phone and I go to my page. Just if you have an iPhone, just do it from your phone.
Oh, if you have an iPhone.
I do.
I don't know if
do I go to YouTube Studio?
See, like right now, I was just going to read about Barb on Tony's and see how at the very top it says playlist, community, whatever. So I push the community tab and then you can make a post. You have to go to your page first.
I'm going to try it out with you because.
Do I have to go to my page or do I go to studio?
Okay, so no. You've gone too far. See, there it is. You click and then you go your channel.
My channel.
And then your channel should pop up.
Community tab. Share a sneak peek of your video.
And then, then go to community. And then it's the same thing. You just would click on that. See, it says give a shout out, type at to mention someone, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, see, mine doesn't say all that. Mine just says share your thought. That's all mine says.
Well, it's the same thing.
But it does say nothing about a shout out. That's rude. What if I want to shout somebody out?
You just have to use the at sign. Just have to manually do it.
All right.
Do I look as confused as I feel? Okay, go back out.
I'll shut up now and let her finish doing what she's doing.
I am seriously challenged.
Go to your home. Okay, this is just your regular. Go to YouTube.
Hiding out.
Okay.
And there you go to home, and it pops up, right? And so then in the very top right-hand corner,
there it is. There it is.
There's a button that has your icon to your channel.
Yeah.
Push that.
And poof, there it is.
And then there's a list of things. At the very top, it says your channel. Above studio.
I just clicked the wrong thing. Can we just move on?
Okay, we're going to move right along. Thank you.
Another time. I don't need to be this embarrassed.
We've got like 4 new people that have come in, and we haven't said hello.
It's only 11 people. It's not a bunch. Okay, you're fine. Okay.
It's the 11 that count.
It is. I get that.
How about the vapors now?
Oh, that is so funny. So I will continue where I left off. Nanny Tan, again, you have joined us. Thank you for being in here. Tish, no judgment with Tish Ross is in with us. Bucket List Homestead and Rena LaRue. Thank you for coming in, you guys. Okay, so we've tried this before on Kettle Kitchen here on the Sunday Functioning Chat with a pantry food challenge. Okay, we're gonna start it up again, and we're gonna revamp it slightly. And these two ladies have graciously agreed to join in on the challenge. So once a month, every third, I almost said Wednesday, third Sunday of the month, which I'll give you the dates right now. So the next one will be November 19th, and the one after that will be December 17th. So we should miss the holiday issue, okay? We will come back and show you or tell you or talk to you about what we have gotten in our pantry challenge, okay? What is a pantry challenge? Well, it's what are you doing to restock your pantry? And I already told Michelle, I will be admitting to everybody, all 12 of you now, okay? And I'll embarrass myself even more than Michelle so she can not be as vaporized as she is. My pantry is in bad disarray right now because we've overutilized it. That's the truth of the matter, okay? That being said, though, I also know what I need to do and what I should have been doing, and now I'm playing catch up. And I thought, well, if I'm going to catch up, might as well bring it back and let's just get this back on track. Did you do it?
Shh. Don't jinx me yet. Okay,
so
keep
see,
talking.
Now you're not technically challenged. You're technically inclined.
I am.
There you go. See, we helped one person today, Angela.
Yes. It's been a great day for me. I've had the best day that I've had in 2 weeks.
Good.
Yes.
And the harvest is done. That's the other good part, right?
Corn harvest.
Corn harvest. That's
it's fast. The beans can go slower and I can take a little bit of a breath. Yes.
Okay. But you're breathing well, upright, and walking today, so you're doing good.
And so is my cow.
Oh, my cow.
You don't understand. 2 weeks ago today, she went down, and I thought she was.
Excuse me.
I didn't know.
Oh,
and she's
wow.
my dairy
We
cow.
haven't even been able to talk about it for a week because it was too upsetting.
And now you got a smile on your face when you're referring back to it.
And what's her name?
Go out.
She wants to know what's her name.
Tilly.
Tilly. Geez, I've heard that name somewhere before.
It's just such a good name. It's so
I bought
sweet.
her as a Tilly. She was one of those impulse buys, where I already had 2 dairy cows. I didn't need another one, but my good friend was getting out of cows, and it was an A2, and yeah.
Hit all the check marks just perfect.
Well, yeah, and so I'm emotionally attached to her, and so is my friend. It just, yeah.
She's a beautiful cow.
So now I know a cow and a freeze dryer that's called Tilly.
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta have Tillies in your life.
Huh?
You've got to have plenty of Tillies in your life.
Okay. Well, when I go out and tilly my garden, I'll let you know, and then there'll be a third one.
Is that your Tilly?
That's a good idea. I was wondering if Tilly maybe had lived in a pasture somewhere and she was, tilling up the ground.
I'm going to go with probably, based on Angela's experience. All right. So we'll come back to what we were talking about. So what does the food pantry challenge mean? So basically we're revamping it a little bit, and instead of $5 a week, we're going $10 a week. So in a month's time, you are allowed to spend $40 on these items that you're using to restock your whatever. And I'll explain whatever means here in just a minute. Okay. But it allows everybody, regardless of when you're paid, monthly, bi-monthly, every other week, weekly, whichever that format is that you're in, you still can participate and feel like you're doing what you need to do as well. The second part to that is there's no limits on how you do this. Okay. I am urban homesteader versus Aunt Angela, who's a different type of homesteader.
She's a farmer.
She's a farmer, which then you have Michelle, who's also an urban homesteader, but a different environment. So her abilities are different than mine. Okay. But we're all doing the same thing. It's all about how are you restocking your pantry and utilizing it to the best of your ability. Okay. Well, that's got some play in it at that last part. But the whole point is in a year's time, can you restock a pantry on now $40 a month? I don't care whether it's 20, 30, 40, 50 or less. Well, the less might be hard to do, but the more, you should theoretically be able to restock a pantry back to itself, reset within a year's time pretty easy. Okay. Now, I'm going to shut up for a second. Do you guys have anything to add to what I just talked about? Any of those tidbits? Yes. Okay, go ahead.
I always can talk.
Okay.
Michelle didn't even have a chance.
I could tell you were oozing with excitement to get out.
I was like, am I going to forget it? So first thing I want to say is I'm also opposite in Tony in another way. One is he said his pantry is in disarray, and mine is actually looking pretty darn good because recently I was part of Lynn Becklist Homestead had a pantry challenge where you would spend $10 a week. So it was stock it September. So if you watch that, I've been stocking, and so I've kind of got a head start on some things, but I'm excited because I can spend $40 in one trip if I need to and get a very big bulk item or whatever. So this is going to be fun for me. And then the other thing was you said in a year's time. So you gave November's date and December's date. So does that mean we're ending this at the end of this year, or are we doing this for a whole 365?
You are full of great questions, I must say. But
it's a good day.
It is. But we're going to go 12 months. Okay. So it's not a calendar year. So we theoretically should be done with this challenge at the end of October next year.
Got it.
Theoretically. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there might be changes if there's holidays or family events or something like that kind of sway us a little. I think the three of us are more than willing to accommodate a calendar swap because of that, but we're not going to let it get so far away from us that we end up giving up on it because we just get too involved. Now, that also being said, I know specifically for Michelle and Angela, come spring, late summer, and into summer and early fall, you guys have planting and harvesting and things like that. So all we're asking is that everybody be very fluid on the calendar when we get to those time periods, because it's really going to be based on what the girls can do and what I can do. My life is a little different from Michelle, not necessarily Angela, because she still has kids as well, but my calendar totally changes when school's out. So, that's in there as well. So That being said, if everybody's on board with it, and I know the two of you are because we've already talked about it, we're ready to move forward. Michelle, do you have anything to add to all of that?
Yes.
You were losing like Angela was, so I wasn't quite sure.
No, I am wondering, we're stocking the pantry because, and I'm only asking this because if I'm actively using what I'm stocking, I'm not really going to get stocked. So I want to pretend like I'm building a pantry from scratch.
Theoretically, let me catch up with everybody here first real quick. We also got Homestead Wood in the wood with D. I've gotten to a point where I just want to call you D because I always stumble over the in Homestead in the Wood, but we all know who we're talking about. Anyway, and then Lynn the Okies joined us. So here's what my thought process is. You two can elaborate and we can twist and manipulate and mangle all we need to. The theory is building a pantry from the ground up. Theoretically, okay, you've already got your shelves, you got your space, you got whatever it is and wherever it is you're going to put it. Okay, what do I put into that? How does that work for me? Now, that should theoretically be an ongoing, ever evolving process because you haven't done it yet. In theory, we have, but somebody starting it out doesn't know how that works. Okay. Mm-hmm. In addition to that, that doesn't mean you can't use it. If it's in your pantry and you need to use it, then one of two things can happen. Okay. Angela, Michelle, and I can come and say, here's my picture. Here's what I bought. It's going in my pantry. Okay. Now we also can come back and additionally between each of us respectfully can replace that and then add to it if you want to, but that means you're spending more than the $40. Okay. Mm-hmm. I would say, let's just take photos of it and keep track of it. And then at the end, we'll put a collage together from each of us. These are all the items in a year that we were able to buy because part of pantry is a working pantry. Okay. So it naturally in a year's time, I would assume we're going to be pulling and picking and using.
You got to rotate. Yeah.
You got rotation you got to do. You know, you got new items you're putting in there, meaning you just canned some or dehydrated or freeze dried, whatever that may be. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm sitting here like spying a closet space I could carve out so I could take a before and after. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay. Lynn, I'm writing your name down. I will get a hold of her because I already got my information, but I will find out from her and have her reach out to you.
Oh, Rena, that's a good question.
Hold on just a second. I want to make sure I don't.
Angela, you're muted.
Huh? But Lynn at Bucket List also has a similar question.
Where is Bucket List?
She said, is this
an open collab? Number one, and then we'll come back down to Rena. Well, so here is Bucket List. There's her question. Is this an open collab? And then Rena LaRue said, can we participate by sending one of you a monthly picture of what we got for the month of $40? I would be happy and elated if you would do that.
I think that would be an awesome idea.
Yep. Because what I'll do then is I'll take your picture and I'll save it in a folder. And then when we come back, I can theoretically get your pictures together for each of us respectfully, and then we can show what everybody ended up with. I think that's a great idea, actually. Okay.
So it's not necessarily an open collab, but if you want to participate, you can send a picture then, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like videos we're putting out. It's
we're
just
not putting exactly.
That. Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that because I did want to hit on that. It's not necessarily that it's a collaboration. That's not what we're saying. But if you want to participate, now's your chance if you're not a content creator. If you want to just send your pictures, or if you are, either way. But I like it that it allows those that are not content creators, that are just mods or subscribers, want to join in. They don't have to feel like they have to put videos up. So wonderful question. I'm glad we actually hit on that. So yes. Okay. Nanny Tim, Wendy Benjamin has joined us. Thank you for coming in. Working pantry and prepping pantry. Okay. That I have to address something, and it specifically will, I think, hopefully answer the rest of the questions. What do we mean by pantry? Well, I've always evolved mine on what I call the 6 pillars of the pantry. Oh, sorry. I don't do good voices, so we'll move on. Anyways, Stephanie, thank you for coming in. So to me, your pantry is inclusive of all these things. I will give you, each of you individually, a chance to respond or add or say you do or don't, because I want to hear where you guys come from as well. My thought process is your refrigerator, your cupboards, you have a pantry, you have an everyday pantry or cupboard that you use from, you have long-term storage, you can dehydrate, freeze dry, and you can can. All those things are a part of what I inclusively call a pantry. So if you hit this month, I'm going to hit the fridge, and I'm going to get what dairy products I can't make on my own, and that's what I spend the $40 on. Then that's your choice. If it's your cupboards, spices, powders, dried items, whatever it is, that's part of your pantry. If I freeze dried Tony some bit of honey, that doesn't count because it's coming to my house, not yours. But I could use it and say, look what Angela and Michelle sent me that I'm going to put in my pantry.
I've got fresh bit of honey in there by Tilly. That's funny.
I had to say it that way. Sorry.
That's funny.
I think if it goes in your pantry and it's used for your pantry, then by all means, if you dehydrate, can, freeze dry, whatever it is you do, that's going to help facilitate that process, then by all means, that's part of your pantry. Now, Angela asked a valid question when we were talking earlier. I don't buy milk and I don't buy eggs, but I buy the feed that feeds those that do give me those products. Yes, definitely, that should be part of your pantry because you can't fill those items unless you're feeding the animals that are giving you those items. So now,
how much is a bag of feed these days, Angela?
Well, it depends on which animal you're feeding, but
forget the $40, Tony.
I apologize for the squeaky. And behind, I got a dog that found her toy, and she's going to.
I was like, "Is that my dog?"
No, it's mine. Sorry, my sister's laughing hysterically back there.
That's funny.
Anyways, okay, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to answer Stephanie's question in what I perceive she is saying. Isn't a working pantry the same as long-term pantry? And then you have your short-term pantry. It depends on how you look at it. I think the basic answer is yes. Okay. But at the same token, no. I have a working pantry. That means the cupboards that I use, that's my working pantry because I'm putting 1 can of X, Y, and Z or 1 package of X, Y, and Z or 1 jarred item in there. That's what I'm using on a regular basis. When I use that, I then go to my regular pantry and replace it with a can or a package of that. But that doesn't, hold on just a second. Hey guys. That doesn't mean I'm diving into my long-term pantry, which is usually a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 year storage location. I hope that answers the question. And would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just getting.
My husband is lurking over here and it's cracking me up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Where is he at?
Don't worry. You'll see.
Okay. Anyways.
Congratulations, Reno LaRue. She got a freeze dryer.
Yes, I just seen that.
I didn't see it. Yeah,
right there.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Question: do you have a goat or a cow? I have neither. I am an urban homesteader who's not allowed to have either on my property. So, and you guys?
No.
Me and Michelle are in the same boat, but Angela's the farm wife, so she has those things. And I'm trying to. I don't see where the question was. Yes, Nanny Tam. Oh,
he had up there said, "Can you, even if you don't have any content on your page or whatever?"
Yes, yes, I would gladly do it. The only thing I ask. I encourage everybody to do it, and I think you guys agree to that. The only thing I ask is that you commit to it. If you're going to do this for the 12 months, then do it for the 12 months. Don't do it for 6 months. And then I'm trying to figure out where
I
your
see.
pictures are for the other 6 months. Because at that point, I probably won't include them in there because you haven't done it for the full 12 months. Okay.
And definitely send them to Tony. It's Tony's show. He's running the ship here. Yeah.
I'm not
I just
running.
don't want anything
I
to get
don't
lost
run
in
the
trouble.
ship because if I run the ship, it goes aground. If I steer the ship, that I'm okay with.
Okay.
You crack me up. That's funny. I couldn't help myself. Okay.
Ellen.
Give me a second. I'm trying to put this up here real quick. And then everybody will know where to send their picture. Please include your name, channel if you have one, and which month the picture is for so I can keep that information together. And whether you were within budget of $40. I don't care if you go over 5 or you're under 5, just so we can keep track of the total is the fair thing so that we have disclosure of what we've purchased or not purchased. So, all right. So there you go down at the bottom. That's where you send your pictures and information to. Okay. So I want to come back to do you guys agree with those parameters of number one, there's no limits how you come to what you're putting in your pantry, and those locations are acceptable that you're also working from or towards in your pantry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here. That's okay. That is not me.
That's JJ.
Yeah.
That's JJ.
Now I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm going to be considering seeds as part of my pantry as well.
Yeah.
Because seeds are fairly inexpensive. And if we're lucky enough to be able to grow different things at different parts of the year, I think that would be delightful.
And I probably won't count the animal feed, but I might count other things like if I'm going to make cheese and I need to buy rennet or something like that.
Again, I don't think it's really the parameters are so open that I don't think it's really. I mean, if you want to choose to do the feed, that's your choice. The only thing I ask is don't give me 12 months of chicken feed.
Right.
That's going to make for a boring process.
Yeah. But I thought to myself, well, if I were to get sick or something would happen one month, and I would always still be buying animal feed.
Yeah, that is not, but that would be the same thing as for me, especially in the winter months when we have holidays, sugar and butter and flour, I'm buying all 6 months or whatever amount of time it is. So that could be a reoccurring thing that I could use if I need to because of whatever.
You know, you get
and Rebecca I'm sorry.
Right.
And Rebecca just got back from the grocery store and I just thought we were paying a lot of money here. No. It's not. It's all over the country because you're on the other side of the country from me. And the price, we're going plant forward. I'm not saying we're completely meatless, but we are not eating nearly as much as we were. In fact, we're cleaning our freezer out right now.
Right.
And that's $6.99. Honestly, if I saw hamburger right now for $6.99, I'd be all over it. That's how bad it is.
Ours has been that way for almost a year now. And stew meat, really, stew meat is the ends that the butcher didn't want to put in the packages, and now they sell it for more than the meat itself.
JJ and I were talking about something last night, and so please tell me if maybe I heard something incorrectly. I can't tell you if I saw it on the news or if I heard it as a radio show or whatever, or even on YouTube. But there was a problem with feed a year ago, so a lot of people sold off their cattle because they couldn't find straw, hay, whatever, and feed because of the cost. So now the beef is lower in supply. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, and I hear it's going to be worse because there were some fires in Texas or something, and so barns full of hay got destroyed, and so places from otherwhere, I had to pay $150 a bale for my hay this year for good hay. Well, we had a good crop this year, but the thing is, they were shipping it and they could get that price elsewhere because there was need elsewhere.
Let me show you this one. It comes out of the freezer, but
$10.99 a pound.
butterfly sirloin, $10.99 a pound.
What is butterflies? I've never even heard of that.
It's a sirloin that's been butterflied open, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like real thin, and
thin,
you'd use it for Mexican, maybe a Mexican.
It was part of a package deal, so you got it, but it's still the point that, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, if it wasn't a package deal, I wouldn't have went over there and bought it. Are you pointing at something, Angela?
Oh, no, I'm trying to read some of the comments there.
There's a lot of really good comments in here right now.
Tom Gardner.
Brampton Gardner talking about deals. We are definitely going to be able to help with our budgets because seems like November is a good time to stock up on baked good stuff.
It is. Mm-hmm. But okay, so let's go into this conversation. We got you for about 10 more minutes, Angela. So let's go into this. The other reason that, aside from my disarrayed pantry, that made me want to push this back out, the cost. And I'm not here to have a political conversation. And I told Michelle this earlier. It's not about the politics of it. It's, do you need a pillow, my friend, and a cup of coffee, maybe?
Me?
No, the other one. She's over there yawning.
I'm trying to cover my mouth, but it's still obvious.
Anyways, this is my own perception. This is my own belief, and it has been for a while. The prices that you're seeing now are not because of the pandemic or a result of the pandemic. Maybe that initiated this, and I do agree to that. What's going on right now is price gouging. That is what it is. Okay. They seen an avenue to make money, and well, we're already doing this, so let's lessen the quantity and increase the price to make more profit. Because there's no other primary reason that is a cause of this. Okay, not time frame moving forward where we're at now. Again, that's my own belief. So all we're trying to do is say, here is a way to try to make sure you're getting what you need, keeping in store, in stock. Don't forget the little things, because as we go along through this, I'm going to challenge each of my friends, which they don't know.
Sorry, trying.
Which they don't know this yet. Give me 5 items each time we come back and meet that maybe people are forgetting to check on.
Oh boy. You're going to make this a challenge for us. Okay.
It's called a food pantry challenge for a reason.
5 items that people are not thinking of to stock up on.
Example. Don't forget your toiletries. Don't forget your medications. Don't forget your non-prescribed medications. Don't forget your soaps, your dryer sheets, your dog foods, your whatever those things are. We don't want to repeat our list, but we want to add to it so that we can make a list at the end of the 12 months and put it up and say, I'm so tired.
See, now, Lynn, it's not because I need to leave in 10 minutes because I need to take a nap. It's because I'm actually going to go live. She asked, how come only 10 more
with
minutes?
Angie from Me and You Acres, which is an awesome channel. You guys
Yes, I'm so excited.
And I do want to throw a plug out.
Going on.
Don't miss Angela's live after this one.
Yeah, because especially if you're budget friendly, you're going to want to continue on.
Yes. Is there anything else we want to hit on, or anything else you guys want to bring up regarding the challenge in general?
No, I like the fact that a lot of people do want to be a part of the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know how it would happen. Maybe we could talk behind the scenes. Even, let's talk behind the scenes and maybe talk about it next week. But
Michelle's got a secret.
I want to figure out a way where we can share specials or deals or off, like right now would be the best time to stock up on sunblock.
Community tab, girlfriend.
I was thinking the same thing.
Angela, that's work.
I
But if
know,
we
but
could-
that's the best
Okay,
way to get it
here
out
we
there.
go.
We could share those specials, right? Because some things are going to make sense everywhere in the country.
Here's what we're going to do. This is how we make this fun and enjoyable. And Michelle, you can thank yourself for bringing this point forward, okay?
You know, I just voluntold myself into something. I know it.
Yeah, you did. Here you go. At the end of the 12 months, the person with the most points is the one that's going to win. And I'll figure out things
Oh,
to
this is the game?
add bonuses and
Michelle?
deduct bonuses.
Angela,
I got you.
It's a game. Okay? It's a game. Here you go. I will check 1 hour prior to our show starting on Sundays, and I will go back the previous 7 days. Over the week, you had to have listed your 5 items to remind people to get, and maybe if there's a deal at some store or location you know about.
but this is not every Sunday. This is the every Sundays.
But it will be for the week prior.
Okay.
That's
So,
all you're
like,
getting
basically
credit
once
for.
a week, get on your community tab and show a deal.
Here's what I'll do. The week prior, you have to have your 5 things up, either a deal or don't forget item, whichever it is. Okay. The 3 weeks prior to that, I'll give you 1 point for every post related to this. And you have to hashtag the $40 food pantry challenge.
You're going to have to write this down for me.
I'll give you a point.
I know. I need the game. I need the game rules, please.
Yeah.
They'll be on. Tony will post those in the next 2 weeks on his community tab. Everybody.
There you go.
No, you're posting them on your own community tab, Michelle.
Once you establish them, sir.
The rules I will post, and I'll get 10 points for that.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
I'm writing it down so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Rena, I cannot post a link because I don't have the whack-a-mole.
For your channel?
Yeah, for my live. I
will change that. Actually, when we're done, I'll go in and put you in as a mod. I thought you were a moderator on mine.
I don't think I am. You are on mine. I don't think I am.
Okay. Well, we will fix that shortly, but I will give you the link here in just a second.
I know exactly, Brampton Gardner. We need Cliff Notes. That'll be
Michelle.
This is very, very complicated. Yes.
Michelle, can you do a link, or are you not able to as well?
Hold on 1 second. I think I
or
can
JJ sitting in the background, either one of you. And then I'll give you, so that is her handle. I will also put her channel link in there as well.
Thank you.
Yep. And then don't let me forget, Michelle, when we get done, because she's going to be out before we are, to go in and add her as a moderator. Okay. There was one question I seen up here and I don't. Okay. How often do we check in? Okay. So anybody that wants to do this, you need to have it to me by Saturday evening prior to the Sunday we're putting together our show. So I need it in November. I need it by the 18th at midnight. I need all your information you're going to send me, your channel name, how much you spent, were you within budget, and whatever your picture is. Also, December 16th at midnight, because the shows will follow the day after. Okay? All right. I live in Angeles. The live is on Angela's, the Inquisitive Farm Wife's channel.
I put 2 links in there.
Okay,
and the second one has your guest.
Have it on hers too. If I can get in there and get her set up to stream on both, but yeah, just come to my channel.
And don't forget to hit the like button, everybody.
Tony's got an announcement to talk about that I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay after I leave. So don't leave.
I do.
You're over. Something about November.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I forgot about it already. You are correct.
She might have been yawning, but she was paying extra special attention.
That's right.
Yeah, she was.
Right. I can multitask, remember?
Yeah. Okay. There's the channel names. There, that's what I was looking for. The email address was holding it in place. So, all right.
Y'all, it has been so fun, but I don't want to be rude to my guest. I need to go behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I will see you guys around, but definitely next month with my $40 purchase.
Yay.
Bye.
Good luck. Tell Angie we all said hi.
Okay.
Thank you. And then there was 2.
And then there were 2. Yeah, I put in the chat there, if anybody has a Costco business center near them, and I know they're probably few and far in between, they have really, really, really good deals on meat. If you like to stock up or you have friends and family where you can go in on it. And in fact, my brother and his wife approached us about a week and a half ago about that. They said, we really don't want to buy 40 pounds of chicken at one time, but how about if we all go in on it with other family members? And now it's affordable for everybody.
That's cool.
So we're going to start doing stuff like that.
Somebody said you were supposed to put a link up, but I don't, and neither do they see a link.
I was supposed to put a link up?
I'm looking. Give me a second. I got to go back.
Oh, it's quite a ways up there.
Oh, you did put it up there, though?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
I was going to say, I'm not seeing it.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I know I put it in there. What the?
Oh, JJ said, Michelle, you said you posted a link.
I did. I posted 2.
And we don't see a link on this side. Unless I'm missing it somewhere.
So I just sent it. Okay, I just posted it.
There you go. Now you're there.
You have to hit the send button.
I love you, Michelle.
I told you I was challenged today.
You're funny. I love it. All right. We're good. We're moving forward. Anything else about the pantry challenge you can think of before I move on?
No, but don't forget all the stuff don't forget all the little things that you may not think about. That's all. Thank you, JJ. Thank you for being there for me. Because there's so much. Like somebody brought up feminine products. You've got to make sure you have stuff like that. Make sure that you have creams if you get a burn or a bite, or some Benadryl in case you get stung by a bee and you're allergic for the first time.
The other thing I would also put into consideration, if you're able to, and it's not a necessity and you don't have to, I don't mean it that way, but if it was just me and Patty and we bought Tylenol, I think I would find myself buying children's Tylenol just to have it in case somebody needed it.
When I run into stuff like that at the store, because we have family and friends that have little ones and neighbors. And it's always good to have it around. And we tend to have like the family parties here, like for birthdays and stuff in the summer.
Right.
So I do like to have it on hand so that all the young moms aren't, bringing half of the house with them just in case something happens.
Yeah.
So
I think it's good for us to put out, don't forget these items. Don't forget, here's a place you can go check out these items. I think that will help people. And even if it doesn't, at the end of the year, we can compile all that information together. And I think that would be helpful for people.
And if we list a store that you don't shop at, please don't be offended.
Yeah.
Shop at a store that you like. I don't, because there are stores that we tend to go to more than others.
Now, me and Michelle, just by conversation and knowledge, there is a store we have in common that we both go to. But that doesn't mean every store she goes to or every store I go to, either of us have access to.
Right.
It's not a point of be offended by it. It's a point that if you have opportunity,
you may not have that store anywhere near you.
You might not.
It's funny. We don't have that many Walmarts near us.
Right.
So I do tend to go to Target because it's close to me.
It's close to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Tom Garvey and I both have Smart and Final because I've seen your meat.
And we talked about that. I don't.
I love that. I love that.
Should I be offended because you listed there's a sale on chicken at Smart and Final and I can't get down there?
I have never bought chicken. I bought chicken one time at Smart and Final. They mismarked it. It was 29 cents a pound.
Yep.
And we were having a big family event and everybody went in there and loaded up.
Yeah, I bet they did. Yep. All right. So that's the gist. sometime over the next 3 or 4 days, maybe even tomorrow, depending on how I feel, I'll get the rules of the challenge out. Okay. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me and ask me whatever those questions are, because I will gladly answer them for you if you need me to. Okay, moving along, because we have like 10 minutes left. Michelle, do you know what time it is almost? So we did the shindig. We're in Croctober. We did September. What happens in November?
Noodle November.
Noodle November will be coming up, and I'm hoping by tomorrow I will have the invitations to channels that want to be involved out. It won't have the calendar, won't have the logo, I won't have any of that. I'm just trying to get a consensus of who wants to be in it. I will send it out to those that were in it last year, as well as some other ones. If you're interested, please email me as soon as possible. Do not linger, because I have a feeling the spots are going to get taken pretty fast. So that being said, watch your emails. If you're interested and you're in the chat right now, please tell me I'm interested. If you're in this chat and I don't see it, I'm not going to think you are. Okay. Just because you're in here. That's why I'm saying if you want in, now's your chance. So Lynn the Okie, the collaboration is called Noodle November. It will be, now last year was my first year doing it. I wanted people to make homemade pasta, as well as I let some alternates or other ways in there. This time I'm not regulating anything. I want a pasta dish of some sort, homemade, store-bought, whatever it is. I don't want you to go buy a Stouffer's lasagna and put that in the oven and call that a pasta dish. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? But if you make the dish and have to use pre-made pasta already, that's fine, okay? Don't put out a dish you did last year if you were in it. That's the other exception. I want something different, okay? Giving an example, last year she came from one mom, 2 girls, 2 boys, 8 in all. She made spaghetti with spaghetti squash. That was her noodle. That was an alternative. I'm okay with putting out alternatives, okay?
Oodles of zoodles.
Oodles of zoodles, yep.
No, we won't be doing that. Just so you know.
Okay. So I see Stephanie's interested. So I had her down, but I'll make sure she's down. Any questions regarding it that you can think of, Michelle? Lynn, you don't have to make homemade pasta. You can use store-made pasta.
But Lynn, I have a video showing you how to make homemade pasta.
And so do I from last year.
Yeah, not difficult.
No.
You need eggs. And for ours, you need eggs and flour. That's all you need.
Oil.
No, we don't use oil.
Oh, you don't use oil in yours?
Nope, we use an old Italian recipe, and it's eggs and flour. That's it.
Oh, you're attached to the mafia. I see. Doesn't look like many people are interested, so that's fine. We will.
Well, send Tony an email if you are interested.
Yes, please. Oh, there I go with that clicky thing again.
I just thought that was funny because I just never really paid attention.
Suburban Hillbilly, that's technically pasta included. You could make a bowl of pho if you want to.
Oh gosh, please do. Yum. That would be really good.
Then we would love you to make a pasta dish with store-made pasta, please.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her to join in.
That's what most people do that anyway. Most people have, I mean, who has the time, seriously, to be making homemade pasta every day? Sorry.
No, right. I don't. I love making it. It's a skill set I now know. You ain't seen me making pasta all the time. I got news for you.
Exactly. See you there, Nanny Tim.
Yep. So, attachment for my kitchen.
Oh, Rena. Okay.
There
you gotta use it.
Gotta use it.
Oh, use it.
Yep.
You will love it. I'm telling you, you will love it.
Matter of fact, that was the grand prize from last year, was the pasta attachment for the KitchenAid.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, we bought an extruder because it was on sale.
Right.
So you could make the different spaghetti noodles and
macaroni and
what
things
have
like
you.
that. Yeah.
Never cracked it open.
Michelle,
I know. We need to.
I'm with Suburban Hilly, Suburban Hilly, Tilly. See, you got me stuck on that.
Yeah.
Rena LaRue and Michelle, get that thing out and use it.
We use the press. We use the sheet press, and we use the
yes,
the other one for fettuccine, but we just haven't pulled the extruder out yet. And we also, here's a hint for you, we have not used our ravioli attachment yet.
What?
Yeah.
Guess
Coming
what?
soon to a Noodle November near you.
Lindy Oki's going to join the collaboration. Yay, good. I will send you information just like the rest.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot. It was really fun.
Even your husband is saying we need to use it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
That's him. But what are we using, JJ? The extruder?
I'm going to go with yes.
On all questions.
Or the ravioli one, right? That's where you're.
You know what else we have? I'm sorry, we have 4 minutes.
Yep.
We also have a vegetable sheet maker. So we could put a zucchini or a potato, we've done both, in there, and it makes a long thin sheet. And I really want to make a lasagna with zucchini using that. And turn off the computer for a minute, JJ, using an eggplant, because I think that would be really, really good in a lasagna. I know.
Eggplant. Lynn the Oki, I was talking to Michelle and her husband. Sorry. Oh, you have used the ravioli maker. You just forget. Okay. One thing I want to throw out there is, like I've already told you about the spaghetti squash. If I do recall, somebody made chocolate pasta last year for a dessert.
I think so too. Yeah.
So don't limit it to just pasta as traditional, because there are other things you can do with it as well. Okay.
Oh, gnocchi, that would be good.
Gnocchi, yes.
I've never made gnocchi.
No.
I don't even know if I've ever tried it.
I've tried it, but it's been a long time ago. Wasn't that, Tanya, in Tacoma, wasn't that Italian restaurant, Lorenzo's, on 6th? Yeah, there was an Italian restaurant we used to go to, and they made, it was a legit Italian restaurant. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where I had gnocchi one time, was there.
Because that's potatoes, right? That's potato pasta.
Yeah. So, okay. Because I want everybody to get over there and have time to go to the bathroom, because I have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and end it. Anybody that's interested that hasn't told me that wants to be a Noodle November, please reach out to me in like the next 24 hours so I can put your name on the list. I will be sending those out as well. We haven't decided on prizes. I think Michelle's going to host the giveaway because she volunteered it. She doesn't know it. Oh, wait, that's different. Sorry. Wrong person. I just wanted to see her face.
I'm so technically on it. That's funny.
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
I know. Stephanie, everybody check out Stephanie. She has a gnocchi tutorial.
There you go.
There we have it. See you guys at Angela's place.
We'll see you over at Angela's, and thank you for coming in, everybody. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.